I was sitting down and I was thinking like, man, what kind of information could I put out there that could actually help black men and young boys to make better choices in life? So I went down my memory bank and pretty much thought of all of the mistakes and the bad choices that I made in my life, and I wrote them down for you so you can learn from my mistakes and you can make a better choice, right? But here are the things that I want to give to you, young men and grown men too, because some of y'all still making the same mistakes. You haven't matured in the brain yet, because nobody haven't told you where you're making your mistake at. You haven't realized it. So here we go. Rule number 1 for every man and boy: stop sleeping with just any old body. Yes, I do understand men have hormones. They sometimes get overwhelming and you sometimes just want to release yourself. Sometimes you'll holler at a chick because she got nice legs or nice breasts or she got a nice shape, but the face ain't all the way there. Or you'll holler at a chick that you probably wouldn't holler at on a normal, but you only hollering at her because you ain't got nobody else. So you just need somebody to fill that void. That's the biggest mistake you guys can make out there, because when you sleep with somebody, you're getting emotions involved. You're taking the risk of getting that person pregnant. You're taking the risk of catching an STD if the condom pop. And if you ain't using no condom at all, you taking the biggest risk. You playing Russian roulette. So for you to just sleep with anybody that's not really worth it and you don't see a future with them, it really don't make no sense. And all it take is a wrong move or a wrong slip up, and you could screw your whole life up just by sleeping with people who you're not serious about. You know what I'm saying? Plus, when you're playing around with a whole bunch of different females, like, you could come in contact with a psycho and, you know, she be thinking that y'all dating, but you just beating it, and then she find out that you're not interested no more. Now you got to go outside to some flat tires or a broken window. So you don't want to risk that. So avoid sleeping with people just to sleep with them. If you're going to sleep with somebody or be with somebody or spend time with somebody, make sure that person wows you. Make sure that person makes you feel like, whoa, this is the one. You know what I'm saying? You don't just want to be with any old body. It's time for men and boys to set standards for themselves. That's number 1. Here's number 2. Don't drive a female's car if you ain't got a car of your own. Too many times, young men at a young age, sometimes they might be out of high school, you know what I'm saying? Or they might be in high school. You ain't got yourself together yet, but you meet a girl who parents may have bought her a car, or maybe she bought her own car because she got a job. Because most girls are more mature than guys. So a lot of times what happens is you meet a female and you be like, oh, she got some benefits. She got her own car, blah, blah, blah. She can come pick me up. We can go out. We going to do this and that. So what happens is you get in that relationship. Now she's driving you everywhere you need to go. Now she gets comfortable and she trusts you enough to drive her car. So now you driving around in her car. You dropping her off to work. And you still don't got no car of your own, dude. See, this is a big mistake. This is where you weaken yourself as a man. As a man, you gotta own your own. You gotta have your own car, bro. Don't be driving around in your girl car like it's yours. That's like the biggest scrub move it is. Driving around in your girlfriend's car and you don't have one of your own. You know. And also, if she has her own car, don't get so comfortable being in the driver's seat, letting her drive you around. I always see bad chicks. Bad. I'm talking about look real good, driving a dude around. I'm like, dude, when are men gonna be like, I'm the man, I'm gonna get me a car, I'm gonna drive my girl around? But nowadays, you see the reverse role because dudes done became comfortable with the female driving them around. And make the dude feel like he got a woman with benefits. But you guys got to understand, man. You got to establish yourself. You got to have your own car, man. Even if you got a hoopty and her car's better than yours, bro, at least have a car. Don't just be using a female for everything and you not have anything to contribute or bring to the table. So, that was number 2. This is number 3. Number 3 is don't spend a night at her house. If you ain't got your own house yet, don't be spending the night at no female house. Because you know what's going to happen, right? This is what's going to happen. You're going to spend one night, you're going to go back home. You get bored at home, you're going to go spend another night, and then you start coming back home a little later. And then next thing you know, you ain't going to be coming back home no more. You going to be permanently staying with this chick, not paying no bills, and you ain't got no place of your own. No responsibility of your own. You went straight from your mama house to go and live with a chick for her to treat you like she your mama. Because you ain't paying no bills and you just staying with her. And you haven't established yourself as a man. See, when you get old enough to move out on your own or mature enough to move out on your own, you as a man or as a boy, this is what you need to have. You need to have your own house, your own transportation, your own money, your own job. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of being a responsible young man. You know, that's how you're going to be able to take care of a woman, take care of your family, and do whatever you need to do, you know what I'm saying, to have the type of life that you want to live. But we cannot be staying with the female and having her to take care of all the bills and you just be a stay-at-home dad. That ain't gonna work. That's what they created for us to do, but we can't do that if we want to have power in this world. Real talk. Okay. I don't know. I think that was number 3. This is the 4th one. Plan a future for yourself, men and boys. You gotta have some type of idea of what you want for your life. And it can't just be about having fun all the time. Like, you really got to plan for your life, because the older you get, the more you realize that the only way you could really have freedom is if you're able to have financial freedom. It ain't about just going to the club, hanging with your friends, having a whole bunch of females. It's actually about being able to produce and create and work and develop and buy and do whatever it is you want to do with no limitations. That's what it's about. But too many times when we get out of high school or get through with college, we feel like we need to take a break, and then that break becomes a permanent break, and then you end up in a rut where you're not able to live the type of life you want to live. You end up living check to check. So as a man, you got to be like, look, this is what I want out of life. This is how I'm going to get it. And this is what I'm going to do right now to work towards it. Plain and simple. You got to plan for your future. Make a future for yourself. Stop relying on the female. Okay. Number 5. Okay, I wrote this one down because it was hard for me to explain it. But I'm going to read it off as I wrote it. It's easier to date a person who knows who they are and how. It's easier to date a person who knows who they are and works towards it than it is to date a person who doesn't know who they are and they sit back and ride off of your hard work. Okay? I know that was a lot. Sound like something out of Proverbs or something. But what I mean by that is when you meet somebody, you want to make sure that you meet a person that got their stuff together and they know what they want out of life. So when you come into their life and they see you working towards what you want to work towards, it won't be no problems, because this person understands what it is you're trying to do. This person understands the sacrifices you got to make, and vice versa. You understand that this person, the person that you're dating or the woman you dating, it's certain things she got to do to make things happen for her. So if I wasn't on her level, or if she wasn't on my level, we wouldn't understand each other, and we wouldn't even be able to have a relationship, because she think I work too much, or I think she work too much. You need to take a break. Like, if it's something you need to do in life, you need, as a man, you need to decide to do it, and don't let the people that come in your life change you around. Because it's a lot of great men out there, and women, they got a lot of great potential in them, but they put all of their dreams aside when they meet somebody who's not on their level. The person that you with should be your coach. She should be your motivator. Same thing with the guy. He should be your motivator. He should encourage you to do what you got to do. Y'all should understand each other. And with that being said, those are the things that I want to give y'all. And I hope that something that I said in there might get people to start thinking a little bit clearer and make more conscious decisions about the choices that they make in life. And I'm out. And I hope y'all subscribe and share this. And I'm out.